but there is 3 in the house. And oh, what's going on today? Always something, always something. We got the H. I just shut it off, and I pulled these out of the field. Still got the ratchet jack on there. I'm not going to put the hydraulic cylinder on there until I get these rolling faux show. And I can tell you, they took a lot of grease. This whole front row here took a tube. One tube. Count it. One. And I'm probably, oh, I don't know, a quarter of the way through the second. And but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get these rolling. And actually, coming across the driveway right here, I had them dipped a little bit, and every time they hit, they rolled. So I know they want to work. It's just a matter of, can I get enough grease into them, roll them, and that's what I think they need. I think they just need moved. I'm not going to shoot the video. Well, I'm not going to upload the video today. That's going to be tomorrow's video, but it started raining a little bit, so I figured I'd go live and show you guys what I'm doing. We got Bibster's Repair Shop. What's going on, guys? Country Boy Logging, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Adventure Roads, good afternoon, happy spring. And we got Rob's Aquatic in the house. Drop that like on the way in. Thanks, Rob. We got 29 in the house already. Been live for a minute. And the like brings other people in. That's the key critical moment there. All these Zerks took grease, every one of them. I kid you not. And you can see there was one here that had that a lot of grease and dirt around it, and all I did, I took a flathead screwdriver and just chiseled around it, and everything took grease very well. And I like seeing grease coming out of the bearing, and you can see right there where I'm pointing, there is absolutely lithium coming out of there. And hey, Chris Morris, Ryan, Alice Chalmers, Farm Boy, hello to you. They all loaded up real nice, every one of them. And I don't know if I've already said this or not, but used a tube here, and about a quarter of the tube, the second tube, went across the back. But there's one in every crowd. It's usually me and this Zerk. So if you see this Zerk at a party, run. You see all that grease on the outside of it. Well, the other half is on the inside of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean that up. Take a light torch and put on there and heat that up and encourage that old grease to just liquefy, and then finish filling that up all the rest of the way. But the fact that they all took grease, and you can see grease coming right out of the bottom there, right there, is very encouraging. I think once I hit these in the field and start rolling them by force, and they realize what they got going on, which is some lube, they're going to want to do the job. So, yep. And these are called boxings, not clamshells. I like to call them clamshells because, well, it takes muscle to pull them. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, you can see right there, there's more coming out. 44 in the house, 19 likes. Here's my zip ties. But yeah, I think they'll roll. I think they'll roll okay. You know, you can see that one's rolling. This one here, you know, they just need used. That's really what it boils down to. Did you ever find out what kind? No, that's why I labeled the live stream the Farmall H and the mystery disc. If they get out in the field, I'll make a deal with you, okay? We're going to call them what we want based on performance, okay? If I get these to the field and they just crumble to the point where I have to take the four-wheeler around with a little wagon and pick all the pieces up, John Deere. If I pull them around the field and they work just better than brand new, International. So that's how we're going to roll. we're going to selectively label. This was squeakier than a bed in a you-know-what house. And I put some 40 on there. Put some 40. So everything seems to, preliminarily, everything seems to look good on these things. So I got hope. When you see that, it means hope. 43 in the house, 24 likes. Let's see who's in here. Hey from Kentucky, Mike Everman. We got CIH 695. Looks great. Great buy. I'm still waiting on 8-foot IHs. There is going to be an auction. Actually, I'm going to tell you that in tomorrow night's video, which is going to be the disking. there's going to be an auction Friday that I'm going to. They're selling a Super M, regular Super M, could be a 52, 53, don't know. Looks pretty good in the pictures, but also a set of 8-foot international discs. And the X factor for me is it didn't clarify whether they were drags or transports. So, you know, if they're transports, I'm snagging them. I almost don't care what the price is because they're that hard to find around here. They really are. I don't know what the gig is. Again, I'm gonna, you know, repeat myself in tomorrow's video, but the reality is that I think you get a lot of guys around here with I don't know, trailer queens, you know, maybe little Allis Chalmers and little the first generation John Deere Bs where they were 15, 16 horse, and they want 8-foot sets to pull and have fun with on the weekend, and that's why they're in, you know, high demand. You know, pretty much 10 foot and under guys want. They want, you know, they want them rebuilt, but there actually would be money in doing that kind of right now. Fast hitch, I think it'd be a good addition to the channel and to the farm. Put a little what are those, C20s, the C20 fast hitch 2 bottom plows. I mean, you talk about a really cool tractor. Hello from Central PA, Wendy Smith. Hello, Wendy Smith. John Carmen, super weather over here in southwest France. Hope the rain keeps off. You know, this place is all gravel bottom and river bottom, and it's gravel. So I mean, you know, we can have a decent amount of rain, and I could still work the field. So I think I'll be able to disc and move these. Hello from Kettering, UK. Mark Skinner. I was stationed in the UK for 2 years at a place called Upper Hayford, north of Oxford, maybe 30 miles north, Banbury in that area. 45 in the house, 29 likes. Hopefully the auction for me coming up will have some good stuff at it. Ryan Allis Chalmers farm boy. Yeah, you never know. It's an auction, you know. You show up and you know, things go right for you or things go wrong for you. I really wanted to buy that 205 combine, but I wasn't driving 2 hours to get my checkbook. It just wasn't a happening thing. I would have, however, like I said in the video, drove 2 hours for my checkbook for the SMTA. And yeah, I get it. There were a lot of things not correct on it, but let's cut to the chase here. That was a farm tractor. All right, that was not a collector's tractor. That was a, you know, it was a tractor like what I would have here. Yeah, it's a nice piece. It's an antique, but it's got a job to do, and you know, I respect that too. So, and they were what, 460, 560 fenders on there. Whether they looked right or wrong, boy, they were heavy duty. I feel like I could have leaned on those, you know. And took my glasses off. We're gonna walk over here for a minute, talk about the 400, because we're gonna do a little field fix on the 400 as it sits dead. I got to pull this starter. It's got a Delco starter, and I've decided that I am going to keep it 6 volt for now. I've got 2 6-volt batteries. I got a heavy, oh, I don't know, that negative is long, man. It goes from the battery box clear down through the conduit, up and around and over, and it, I don't know, 85 inch cable. And so I bought a new cable for that, heavy duty. And then there's the Delco starter right here. That's getting pulled and rebuilt, so there's not going to be any funky monkey business. It's a gas tractor. You can start these on 6 volt without a problem. When these come out, they were diesel. Of course, they were 12 volt. Jeff Baird, you said about a year ago you had a replacement power steering unit for this that you would sell me. Hopefully you haven't sold it. If you have, well, that's my fault. But that's what's going on with the 400. I'm going to buy a seat pad for it. eBay special, 40 bucks. And just throw it on there. The problem with this metal is it's not uncomfortable, but a lot of little snags on there, and they'll cut you. They'll cut you. 49 in the house, 36 likes. Tap that thumb. We got Superliner 101 Hobby Farming. What's up? 52 Super C on the H. That's about 40 miles south of me. Mark Skinner. What's 40 miles south of you? Hi from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I'm upstate New York. All right. I think we're pretty much caught up. 59 in the house. That's right. And here's my Kiwani Caldemulcher that I actually made a video, Farmall versus John Deere. And this is painted wrong too. I think the Kiwanis, I think these were painted red actually coming out of the factory. But that really got the John Deere guy's blood boiling, you know, because it was like once I was done, it did a really nice job. It does do a nice job. And when I was done with it, they were like, I was like, Farmall versus John Deere. Farmall won. The John Deere guys, they ain't subscribed, but boy, did they come watch. And they were, what do you mean he was a John Deere? I was like, that ain't even a John Deere. But these are my 370 sitting here, and they're exactly identical. The difference between these 370s and the ones that sold at auction is these are 22-inch blades, and I think the one at auction were 18 or 20. But either way, the guy that got that for what, 650 bucks, he definitely stole it. Again, it was a deal where if it wasn't a checkbook deal, I would have bought the discs, the combine, and I would not have gone any higher than 4,500 on the SMTA. But either way, guess what? There's going to be a lot of auctions coming up. Friday there is an auction with the Super M and the 8-foot set of discs, and there's also going to be an antique sale on Saturday where it's pre-1975 stuff only. So any tractor that's there will be pre-1975. And so that'll be really cool. And I'll do the preview. Ooh, that's gonna be rough because I'll do the Super M preview, the auction for the Super M, probably Wednesday night. And I'll go to the auction. I might go live at that auction. Actually, there's a pretty good chance that on Friday I'll go live at that. That's 10 a.m. in the morning, so I don't know who's going to be around at 10 a.m. on a Friday, but it's not like the video doesn't play after that. And I took down the last live stream at WTC. I took down because I wanted the videos that I put up watched, but normally I don't take them down. 68 in the house, 43 likes. Let's see, International 80 pole combine here. Oh, that's very cool. Actually, it's funny you say that because when I was looking up the 205, I think I come across somebody pulling an 80, and that's really cool, man. Good stuff. Where is the 1975 auction at? It's in Sagertown, Pennsylvania, right off Interstate 79. If you're coming from the north, you're going to take a right there at the Sagertown exit, go down about a mile, and it's on your right. You can't miss it. I mean, when you see the 1,200 cars, you're probably in the right place. 77 in the house. Hello, Patch of Heaven Farm. Let's see, who else did I miss? Oh, never mind. There is an MD in south of me. Hi from New Zealand, Chris Hughes. You got some great collector's pieces there, but they're still make you some money, no doubt. Thank you very much. Lynn Mitzi. Hey, Farmall. Marcus Hill, you still putting an alternator on the 400? Not right now. I've decided that I'm going to keep it 6 volt. I can tell you, this is 6 volt, and it starts like a champ every time. And I've got an extra 6 volt battery anyways, and they're no cheaper than 12 volt if you know anything about buying batteries. And you should know a lot about buying batteries because they don't make them like they used to, and they're just as junky as can be. They know how to make their money. I'll give them credit there. I have a 2-stage H turbo. I have a stage 2 Super M for sale if you're interested. Can you email me pictures at farmallfanatic@yahoo.com, because I'm not uninterested. How's that for an answer? Let's see. Okay, I think I'm caught up on the chat. 72 in a house, 49 likes. Hey there, good afternoon, AJ. AJ in the house, another red feller there. He's got some, what do you got? You got W4, W6, W9. He's also got a, you got a 350 diesel, I believe you said. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm suck. Yeah, they do, but at least they're not $140, $20, like a battery for this, stupid little 6 volt battery, 120 bucks, try to give you 10 bucks for a cord charge. But I don't know, that's a Traveler. This is actually the one that came with it when I bought it, and I have an extra one that I bought brand new and did not turn a core in, so I ate the $18 or whatever it was. I don't even remember. The farming life, I'm a green guy here, but I still buy a red one. There you go. He was going to buy that SMTA right out from underneath me. What a meanie. Boom! True North Angler. Up in here, up in here. We got Aiden Jacobson. Hey, how's it going? Going good. All right, I think I'm caught up. 74 in the house, 50 likes, 76 in the house. And that's what's going on. Basically, I'm just getting these field ready, and I'm going to go shoot a video, and I'll upload that tomorrow evening. So I wanted to go live, and this took me a little bit longer. You'll see in tomorrow's video as to why it did. I had to do a little bit of running and skedaddling. So that's how it goes, man. 81 in a house. We got, yes, Super W4, W6, 350D, and soon to have an industrial 26. Nice. You'll be all redded up. Had a good conversation with the auctioneer. Very nice, very nice. I hope you did. I hope you did. I hope that phone call really worked well for you, because it did not work well for me. At this next auction, I'll give you a sneak little whatever you want to call it. There's a tractor there that I've never seen before. And in fact, I'll tell you, I've never seen it in real life, or I've never even seen pictures of it. Does the front end extension affect the hand cranking on that old H? Actually, this drives like it has power assist. I don't know why. H Turbo, you may know why. I don't know why this steers easy. It almost steers finger touch. And I had my dad down here. He's, I don't know, 79 years old. I think he turned in January. And he was down here gripping it, and he took it up the road and back, and I says, what do you think about that steering? He said, yeah, it steers nice. Which is never said about a Farmall or any antique tractor that doesn't have power steering. That's just not said. So I don't know. H Turbo, what are your thoughts? Because this is like a power steering unit on there without having a power steering unit on there. Are ROPs available for these older? I suppose you could get them. You know, I suppose you could. You know, if you're going to run, I know, and here we go, the narrow front guys. And, you know, listen, I'm not against having a narrow front. I know there's a lot of guys that come to my channel, they're Farmall guys, and they don't subscribe to me because I have a wide front, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 wide front Farmall tractors. You know what? That's just what I bought at the time. I'm not against narrow fronts. Probably more than likely in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, I could own 5 of them. I don't know. I'm not against them. But I will tell you this much. If you're on hills, you're going to want to move these. And you'll see it. You know, you go to a farm where I was at an auction last year, and I went there, and I mean, those drive tires were out as far on out on the axle as they go for stability. You know, and people argue with me all the time, like nobody's ever been killed on a narrow front tractor. And it's just, it's fictitious to believe that nobody's rolled one. Longer tie rod, make it steer. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so here you go. Long. And it just, listen, you know, I say a lot of these tractors are fluid. The 400's fluid, the 756 is fluid. This is not. This will never leave the farm. So yeah, that's where we're at. And for sure on the hills 100%. Yeah, I mean, look, we're all going to die. You know, that's our destiny. We're going to die. But I'm not trying to expedite the process and eat a tractor muffler in the chest. It's just not happening. So 92 in the house, 60 likes. Don't forget to hit that thumb. My dad put a wide front on his 350 for the weight. Run what works. Yeah, I mean, no, like I'm going Friday to an auction where there's a narrow front Super M. And believe me when I tell you, if the price is right, it's coming home. You know, it's not, I'm not against them, but when they're available, and H Turbo, you and I talked about this. Remember that video? It was like 2 years ago. It was a narrow front, and I think that other one had a snowplow on it. It was a nice tractor, ran well, started well. And then there was this one, and it had the international wide front on it. And for you and I both, it was a no-brainer to get this one. So, you know, for sure on the hills, I'll take a wide front over a narrow. Yeah, you know, and like I say, I'm not against a narrow. AJ, my neighbor has an MV. I will get a vid of it someday. Man, no, I've never seen one of them. Never seen an MV. And let's see. My dad ran an IH 27 disc behind a 966. The disc would fishtail. It was so easy to go fast. Yeah, you can really beat up some smaller implements with a lot of horsepower. John Carmen, I need a 6-volt battery for my Massey Harris pony here in France. They cost 3 times more. I'm sure they do. I'm not surprised by that at all. And 108 in the house, 65 likes. Don't forget to hit that like. It does help the channel out. Grant McIntosh, suffering succotash. It's Grant McIntosh. And didn't realize you were live. I always do pop-ups, man. I never announce them. Actually, I took the picture for the thumbnail, labeled it, and then waited, and there was like 4 waiting, and those 4 didn't even stay. I think when I popped on, there was like 2. Deuce. Max Shear. Mrs. Lacey says we are best friends. All right. Wide front end tractors generally bring a higher. Yeah, well, I know, again, going back to H Turbo and my conversation, I mean, what's something like that run? I mean, is that an $800 to $1,200 front end in good shape? I think it is. You know, I mean, I do. I think it is. We're disking here in South Ontario, Canada. Yeah, you pretty much up there in Southern Ontario. It's the same weather here. In fact, Erie's probably 25 miles, and then you go across the lake 20 to 25. So you know, that real southern part of Canada, there's probably about 50 miles from where I'm standing right now. Ray Bickner, what's up, Farmall? What's up, Fanatic? There you go. Love the way the wide fronts look. Yeah, I do too. 112 in the house. We got 71 likes. Front end tractors generally. Okay, I already read that. I think I'm caught up. All right. Hang on a minute. Yeah. Rodney Elrod, my great uncle, got killed by a narrow front tractor. Yeah, you know, people did get hurt on those. They also got killed on a lot of them Fords, those N series, you know, the 8Ns, the 2Ns. What they'd do is they'd put they'd have the 3-point hitch, and they'd put a little what do you call them, bars in between, pull bar or whatever, hitch bar in between there, and they'd raise that 3-point up high, and then they'd go to pull more weight, and that tractor would go ass over tin cup, and you know, the tractor would be right on top of them. So the red and green show, that's right, the red green show. That show probably ain't on TV anymore. And whatnot. So how often do you come across Schwartz front ends? Seems like most tractors that have wide fronts, the Farmalls, have the Schwartz front ends, not the International front ends. So this one, to find this one, I grabbed it in a heartbeat. I won't tell you necessarily what I paid for this tractor, but I can tell you it was under the money. Faux show, especially with the hydraulic setup. You know how you can get into a lot of money getting into hydraulics. So yep. Oh, we got Grant McIntosh in the house, and he dropped a deuce. Boom. Where's the chickens? Beep, beep. Oh, they're out in the field somewhere, hopefully. Hopefully lost in space. 111 in the house, and we got 77 likes. It's called drawbar for a reason. Yeah, draw it real low, or get a magic marker and draw on it. Otherwise, you're going to get killed. Schwartz wide are just as good. Yeah, I got a Schwartz front end on my M. I'll like for the green paint, even though I don't think it's deer. Well, for now, we'll fake it till we make it. That's a deer. And 118 in the house. We got, my dad had a 930 Massey tractor, 1971, and a 1066 International 1974 tractor. Huh. Does that front end extension affect trying to hand start it? I've never tried to hand start any of these tractors. It's not my preferred way to go. That's another way guys got killed on these, hand cranking them. They'd have them in gear and then hand crank them, and they were down for the count. Anyways, this is a Schwartz front end here on my Farmall M. I need to get fenders for it, but I haven't been really in a hurry to do it, because before I get fenders, I want fender extensions, because I'm not doing the same type of deal that I do on my H and pinching myself in and off of it. And I'm not a huge guy, but I'm kind of a, I don't know, I'm kind of fat, you know. Fat guys have a hard time getting on and off stuff. So, but yeah, and these are the 34s. I bought these at auction. They're going on the 756 eventually, the 18.4s. And I got to get them 16.9s off of there. They're just a wreck, a disaster. So, yeah, we got 124 in the house. I haven't started that binder, and I couldn't even tell you. I'll bet the battery's dead in it. How many mice can we kick out of this thing? Yeah, it hadn't. Shame on me, man. Shame on me. I got a new seat cover for it. I definitely ordered that. That's going to be mandatory for me. Well, let's try starting it, shall we? What do you bet? Any bets before I turn that key? Yay or nay? Are we starting or not? Well, we're going to find out here. Let me let that electric pump run for a little bit first. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, I'm in gear, you dummy. Hang on. Yeah, we ain't starting that. I'm on a hillside. These brakes ain't good. Let me see what's behind me. Oh, I think I can coast backwards. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I think I'll be all right. There's nothing behind there. Yeah, I'm going to pop it out of gear and fire it up. Felt it move a little bit, so that's always a good thing. Clutch in. Come on, baby. Oh, there it goes. Are you kidding me? Hang on, I think I just killed the battery, though. Yeah. We're running. I need to tilt this bed anyways. This sucker tilted up. There we go. I think it's safe to... No, we're moving. We're in gear. Actually, you know what? I gotta shut this PTO off before I move it. There we go. I probably should run this more than I do. Got a brand new rebuilt engine in it, but no exhaust, and the brakes need redone, so that's next on the list. 345s always did start decent, yeah. I mean, this thing sat here. It's got non-ethanol fuel in it, but nevertheless, eesh, it needs little stuff, you know, like needs new wipers. They have dinky little wipers they used to put on these things to crack me up. Out of gear. All right, should lift now. No? On. Huh. That's bizarre. Looks like it moved a little bit. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're dumping. Get out. Yeah. Listen to that exhaust. Sounds like a old beat up Harley that hasn't been on the road for 20 years. Yeah. PTO is just a spinning. I just put High-Tran in there, believe it or not. I don't know, maybe some of you do believe it. 131 in a house, 134 in a house, but yeah, the old binder. Exhaust, brakes, wipers, we're good. It'll get it all. Yeah, it's that's timing. And also it's got, let's see if I can pop this thing. The plug wires are junk on this. They're new, but they're junk. And that don't help. You gotta have good wires. Yeah, it's definitely missing. Timing, new wires. But these are new, but like I say, I'm gonna put newer ones on there. Adjust the carb. I think we're in. We'll have a winner chicken dinner. But it'll run. No doubt in my mind, it'll run down the road. Like I say, a new set of brakes and how much did you get for what? This here's not for sale for sure. There's no way. The problem with selling something like this, so I rebuilt the engine, put all new brake system on it. What else did I say it needed? Brakes, timing fixed, which is I can just turn a distributor, do it by ear, change them plug wires out. I don't know, but okay, so by the time you put all that into it, you're better off keeping it and using it, you know, than selling it. You don't get nothing for these, probably $5 grand once it's all up and running, new paint. You know, I'll put $21.50 on it, redo the white up there. Yeah, it's spitting and sputtering. I think some back compression too. Oh, an exhaust, duh. Would help a lot. Put a distributor and rotor on it. Yeah, that's all new on there. Last year, all the distributor, the rotor, all that, it's all brand new. I believe it's the wires and the timing. So, well, we've been live 32 minutes. There's 126 in the house. Don't forget to hit that thumb. We didn't reach 100 likes. That's interesting. But I will see you at tomorrow night's video. I'll be disco ducking with the mystery discs at Farmall H. Boom.